Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crash Bandicoot with your host Kados. In the last episode we got the yellow gem after we finished the lab, so now we can go back and get some of the gems that we missed before. We still haven't got all the colored gems, we still need the purple one. So this episode we'll be trying to unlock that and then do the rest of the gem challenges that we couldn't do before. So this episode is kind of like just tying up some loose ends before we go and finish the game off. So yeah, this is the second last episode, so this is probably going to be a longer episode than usual, just because there's a lot of stuff we have to finish up, and the main thing is this episode we should be getting 100%, so hopefully. Oh shit, what are you doing, Crash? So yeah, those who are interested in Minecraft and shit like that, the Fancy Pants Gamers will be throwing a Minecraft night on actually this Saturday, Australian time, Saturday night. Sorry, that's confusing. I'll repeat that. The Fancy Pants Gamers will be hosting a Minecraft event this Saturday night, Australian time. Did that make more sense? So if you're interested, give me a message or something, and I'll make sure I can get you involved. There are limited spots though, so I can't let anyone in. You know, it's pretty much first in, best dressed. And if anyone's gonna, you know, fuck around and destroy people's shit and just blow everything up, we're gonna kick you out. So no trolls allowed. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll be making some videos for the channel. It's gonna be our first really main event for the for that channel. So it's gonna be exciting. Hopefully it's gonna be enough to get our names out there and kick us off a bit. Because at the moment, Fancy Pants Gamers are still struggling a bit in terms of subscribers. We're getting, strangely enough, we're getting the views, but we're not getting the subs, which is what are you doing, Crash? Get back up there. Yeah, I don't really know how that works, kind of thing. 'Cause it means people are visiting the channel and watching the videos. They're just not willing to get involved. But it's not, you know, we're not going to buy it or anything. So yeah, if you're interested in that, just try and get involved. There's nothing to be afraid of, really. One thing I want to make very clear though is that we do not accept videos that are just gameplay footage, meaning no commentary, and it's just like, say if I uploaded this video with no commentary and it was just me playing through the levels of Crash, that would not be the kind of videos that we'd want in on that channel. So yeah, if you want to get involved with it, just all you have to do is ask. We're not going to buy it or anything. It's just a way to get recognized, kind of thing. Once we get big, you know, I want that channel to get big, and once we do, we'll start doing successful things. So hopefully this Saturday night, having a Minecraft night might get people more interested and involved for future events. If you want to get involved with that night, you don't have to make videos or anything out of it, you can just play if you want. But you might be featured in some of the videos that we have. We'll be getting a bunch of people on Skype to, you know. Oh, come on, Crash. Pull your head in, man. Yeah, we'll be getting a bunch of people on Skype to, so you know, we can communicate with you and stuff like that. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. What else did I have to talk about? Oh yeah, the question of the video. Let me just get the question of the video up real quick, because I'm not prepared for this episode at all. Yeah, last week's question of the video was, who was your least favorite Crash Bandicoot character? And we had a few interesting ones. Who sent one in? Oh yeah, Tatagliacon, who comments a lot, says, the Black Aku Aku mask. Yeah, you said it right. Meaning, you know, I can finally pronounce his name properly, apparently. The Black Aku Aku mask, I think you mean Uka Uka. It's just Aku Aku backwards, which I always found was pretty funny. Yeah, the Black Uka Uka mask. I don't mind him as a character, really. I don't really have a problem with him. My only issue is that, I wish that they explained his backstory and stuff a bit more, because it's kind of just like, he's just like, I'm evil because I am, and stuff, and it's just like, oh, well, we could use a bit more information than that, but I want to see, like, some kind of, I don't know, game that explains who the masks are and stuff like that, because it's not really explained. One theory I had was that the masks were, like, a figment of, their imagination kind of thing, like Crash in that or something, or they were ghosts or something like that. Something like that, like they couldn't be seen by everyone or something. Because in Crash 2, if you walk past like the mirror in the ice level, and you can't actually see the Uka Uka in the mirror, which I thought that could just be a glitch, but I don't know. It's one of my crazy fan theories that they're like ghosts or something and they can't be seen by everything. What else did we get? Crashinator 7000 says, me least favorite has to be Trophy. I just didn't see much from him. Yeah, I didn't mind him as a character either. I mean, he had a lot of potential, but the thing was that the last Naughty Dog game he was featured in was Crash 3, and I didn't mind him in Crash 3. He was pretty cool. But he was kind of ruined in the other games, which was a big disappointment. Because he had a lot of potential as a good character. It's just that the game developers that took care of Crash after that just didn't really give him much of a chance. This level is an orange gem challenge. We actually could have done this level a while back, but the walkthrough I was reading said that this was a yellow gem challenge because the orange gem and the yellow gem are easily mistakable, because they're very similar looking. But yeah, this is an orange gem challenge. We could have done this ages ago, but I just didn't know. So I fixed that up, and we're just doing it now. Yeah, I mean, I think that's why they got rid of the orange gem later on, because it just looked too similar to the yellow one, I suppose. And what's with, like, these games with, like, colored gems, like, Sonic, the Chaos Emeralds, and Crash, and Spyros? It seems to be, like, a running theme in these kinds of video games. Anyway. Yeah, today's question of the video is, what is your favorite Crash boss fight? I don't really want to answer this one just yet, because I'm making a video about Crash boss battles. So my opinion on that will be expressed in that video. But I'll go as far as saying, my least favorite Crash boss battles were from Wrath of Cortex, of course, 'cause I hate that game. My favorite boss battles came from Crash Bandicoot 3. Crash Bandicoot 2, I didn't think had the best boss battles. I think the only good one was like Ripperoo, and the Komodo brothers. The rest were kind of pox. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Crash 3 had my favorite boss battles. There were some really interesting ones in that game. So I'm gonna be getting more into that when I make the video about it. It'll be like top 5 favorite Crash battles and top 5 least favorite Crash battles and stuff. So yeah, just leave your answers in the comments and I'll feature them in the next episode. This orange gem challenge, I don't think there's really much to it. Oh yeah, we get to here towards the end and we get to go a little bit further. The thing is, these levels that we're doing now we couldn't actually do prior, except for this orange gem challenge, because I just didn't read the walkthrough properly or realized that it was a mistake. But yeah, these ones you'll have to do after you finish the lab, because the lab is where you get... The lab is like the final real level of the game, which we did in the last episode. But that level will give you the yellow gem, which will allow you to go back and finish like 4 other levels that you couldn't do before. So I guess in that sense, it's impossible to get all the gems before that. But as I said, getting every gem before you finish the game will give you like an alternative ending kind of thing, which we're going to be doing in the next episode. But I don't think the alternate ending to this game isn't the actual ending to the game, if that makes sense. The alternate ending is like a fantasy ending kind of thing. But at the start of Crash 2, you find out that that wasn't the ending that went down in the game. So here we go. We have, after we watch this montage of every gem that we've gotten so far, we'll have 24 gems, which will equal 97% of the game complete, which is huge. And that's a lot of gems. If you think about each one of those gems that flashed up on the screen then, that was a lot of effort to get each and single individual gem. So, you know, it's quite satisfying how it shows all the gems that you've gotten so far every time you've gotten a new gem. To some people it might seem annoying, but I think it's pretty cool. What level are we doing now, Crash? We still haven't got that purple gem yet. We'll be doing... what are we doing? Lights Out. Oh, great. Revisiting Lights Out. You know how much I love these levels. Not. Let me out. No, it's not happening. But yeah, as I've said a million times, I don't like these levels because the mask is actually the light, not your health, which is kind of annoying. But this gem challenge, we didn't have much trouble doing this level normally the first time around, and the gem challenge is kind of, the gem challenge in this level is kind of an easier route through the level. It's not that hard. Really, it's just, yeah, it's not very difficult at all, so... This one, you should be able to get it out of the way in, like, 2 seconds, if you know what you're doing. I mean, these levels aren't... These dark, pitch-black levels aren't hard, really. I mean, it's just really... They're really straightforward levels. Like, it's, like, probably the most linear levels, in the game. But the only thing about it that makes it frustratingly hard is the fucking mask light system. I mean, once the light goes out, you're basically screwed unless you know the level off by heart. But if you know the level off by heart, the level's actually really easy. I mean, I'm basically speedrunning this one right here. And I have to apologize. Here's the yellow gem here. It'll just take you up. There's a fucking ugly portrait of Cortex there. Yeah, that'll just take you to another ending of the level, which is cool. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I apologized to the last episode. I was kind of having a rant and I wasn't talking about we got up to the lab level and I wasn't speaking much about it. But the lab level I would consider one of the hardest levels in the game, basically because here you go, here's the purple gem. So now we can go and do the purple gem challenge, which should be the last gem challenge. Yeah, the lab is one of those levels where you have to time everything perfectly. You can't just run through that level like a speedrunner. Everything has to be perfectly timed. A bit like Slippery Climb kind of thing, but you got to activate switches instead. So I'm sorry I didn't speak much about that level, but, you know. Now we're going to go back and do, I think it's Boulder Dash? Yeah, we're going to go and do Boulder Dash. This is probably the most interesting gem challenge in the game, I would say. You just play the level normally to the end, which you'll see. I mean, it feels weird going back to these levels because they're kind of like the early levels, and this is like the last episode of the series, or the second last episode. But this is the only purple gem challenge, and this has to be the last gem challenge you do in the game. If you're doing it the same way I am, like. It doesn't have to be the last gem challenge you do, sorry. That was a stupid thing to say, but... It'll most likely be one of the last gem challenges you do, because to get to this gem challenge, to get to the purple gem, you have to have a yellow gem, and to get the yellow gem, you have to do the last level of the game, which is at the lab. So, going back and doing the yellow gem challenges, which you have to do when you pretty much finish the game, gives you the purple gem, which will allow you to do this gem challenge. So most likely this will be the last gem challenge you'll do if you're playing along. So yeah, I think I didn't actually know how deep this game got with the gem challenges as a kid. Because when I played this, it's just like, yeah, play through it, but I didn't know much about the secret areas and stuff you can get to. Mainly because I didn't really give a shit. I just wanted to get to the end of the game. I didn't know there was an alternate ending. But yeah, you'll see a pretty neat hidden area when we get to the end of this level, which is gotta be really cool. I mean, again, the boulder levels are really hard just because of the controller back then, because you couldn't have the analog sticks, and you couldn't, even if you had an analog controller, you couldn't use them because it wasn't programmed into the game. But here's the hidden level, the hidden area of this level. Sorry. Basically, it's just pitch black, and the only thing lighting up the area are the glowing mushrooms, which is really cool. But I had no idea this area existed before I found it. And when I first got here, I was like, "Ooh, this is cool." Yeah, it's just a really different area. Like, I don't know why they didn't make more areas in the game look like this, because like having a whole level look like this would have been awesome, but oh well. You get a nice bunch of lives there, which is cool. Getting towards the end of the game, we have 69 lives. 69. And there's some ugly pictures of Brio and Cortex, which is really weird. I don't know why they're there. But there we go. That's every single gem in the game you are seeing fly past the screen right here. There's the green gem. There's the orange gem. There's the blue gem, the red gem, the purple gem, and the yellow gem. And that's every single gem giving us 100%. So that's pretty much the game finished. All we have to do now is just sort things out with Cortex and Tana and that whole situation. You know, that's the whole reason you're playing the game. So there we go. In the next level, in the next episode, we'll be going back and doing that. We'll be seeing the alternate ending that you couldn't see unless you found all the gems. But that's every level out of the way, Insanity Beach, all of those levels. So I will see you in the last episode, episode 12. I will see you sexy motherfuckers then. Bye!